Hey everyone, welcome to Vancouver Canucks. My name is RevTrev, and I'm so glad you're here to talk with NHL Draft. I don't know about you, but I am so pumped about this. Now, I have been waiting. I've been working on this video for so long because it's a lot of research. It's a lot of players. It's a lot of lists that you're going over, stats, height, weight, scoring, what team, what program, all that kind of stuff. Two, Names are hard when you're not used to saying them all the time. So I think, like, listen, I don't want to butcher your name. If you're watching this video, I do apologize in advance. I don't want to butcher names, but I probably will. Three is teams are going to draft the way they're going to draft. And so it seems like there's a top 5 consensus. And so, but then even in that, there's not consensus. But number one, okay, if we go to see who's drafting where, so we got Chicago, Anaheim, Columbus, San Jose, and then Montreal. San Jose and Montreal, I think, are the wild cards. I actually don't know what they're going to pick there. Arizona's definitely a wild card at 6. Just looking here, Philadelphia Flyers at 7, Washington at 8, 9 is Detroit, 10 is St. Louis. Again, I don't know who St. Louis is going to pick. 11 is going to be Vancouver, and then Arizona gets another pick at 12. So this is going to be wild. Now, before I get into my predictions and what I think is going to happen, or who I'm interested in the Vancouver Canucks selecting, I just want to remind you, no matter who I say, someone's going to say in the comments, "Oh, they're already going to be gone by then," or "Oh, you're waiting too late." Like, that guy can get drafted way later in the draft, right? So. Listen, I don't know what list you're looking at. I don't know if you're looking at TSN, Sportsnet, the Hockey News, Elite Prospects. If you're going after certain people like Craig Button or, fill in the blank, whoever you're looking at in regards to lists, they differ so much. There's no consensus, and it's a really deep draft. There's a lot of great players. Now, the big thing is trying to find those that have potential that could be great and those that are actually going to be elite. Because we all know in every draft, there's elite players and then there's guys who just have that potential. For example, Ulevy, Vancouver picked Ulevy. I was so mad when we picked Ulevy. I get that they thought that he was the best defenseman in the draft. Obviously, injuries tampered what we could see with him, but I saw him live at the Penticton's Young Guns or Young Stars tournament, and he just he wasn't injured yet, and he just did not look good. Matthew Tkachuk was the guy I wanted. I knew he was going to be good, plus Keith Tkachuk's son, and then we just, the rest is history, right? Meanwhile, he's laying out Eichel in the finals, and here we are. So, who are the elite players, and then who are the players with potential? Now, it seems to me that, Connor Bedard's going number 1. Now, second this is where it's going to get interesting, okay? Fantilli should go number 2, but I've seen people taking Michkov as high as 2, low as 11, so he's in there. Carlson, he looks like he's going to be a stud as well. Another big centerman like Fantilli. By the way, Bedard is small, but the numbers he puts up are monster. So I'm so excited to watch Bedard in the NHL. Will Smith looks like he's going to be good. So there's some kind of consensus there. Let's talk quickly about what I think Vancouver needs. I think the Canucks want a center. That's what I think they want, because they want that second-line center eventually. They want someone to slot into the third-line center. I hope someone can play even this year, depending on who we draft. But JT Miller, because he can play center or left wing, right wing, he's so versatile. You can move, if you can get a young stud, move him up there. He could be a winger, no problem, and fill out that top 6 big time. So I think that's what Vancouver's going for. Also, Vancouver has love affairs with defensemen, especially those that are super skilled, like Quinn Hughes. I don't know why I always say Quentin. Here's the thing. So I think those are the two biggest needs. But are we going to go best player available? Because some of those players are going to be gone, and it all depends on who you're listening to and who you're watching. But I think that there's so many good players that I would personally be excited about. So now, getting to the place where you guys are wondering, okay, RevTrev, what are you picking? At the 11th pick, the Vancouver Canucks select, according to RevTrev, okay? I'll put up this screen right here. These are all the players I'd be happy with, okay? Now, I want to show you this list just quickly. Obviously, I think if we're going center, I don't think Will Smith is going to be around, but if somehow he dropped, I would be pumped to have him. But I'm hoping for Dvorsky. I hope that's the guy we land. You'll see Danielson and Oliver Moore there. I like them both. If we traded back, that's the centers that I'd like. But if we go defenseman, I really like Reinbacher. I love his size. He's like 6 foot something amazing. 6 foot 2, 185. That's a good size. But Sandin-pellikka, he is super skilled. I think this is the kid that we want to have on our team. I think he's got elite skill. This is the kid I don't think you miss on. Plus he's right-handed shot defenseman. Wielander as well, also from Sweden. This kid is big, solid. Now, when we drafted Quinn Hughes, honestly, I wasn't overly excited. I wanted Bouchard because he was massive, got a big shot. I mean, the Oilers got a great player in him. We're seeing what he's developed into now. That's who I wanted. Now, I was wrong. Hughes was the better pick. But you can't fill your team with Quinn Hughes type players. I mean, you want the skilled guys, but when it comes to the playoffs, when you're playing Vegas and Stone or Florida and Matthew Tkachuk, or you're thinking about when you're playing the Oilers, and you got McDavid and Draisaitl, and you've got not Chicago, the Avalanche. They're big. Winnipeg's got big players. Like you need some big boys on D, and I think that's why I like Reinbacher and Wielander a lot there. But if we can get Sandin-pellikka, that would be awesome. That's the guy I'm hoping for. Now, when it comes to wingers, I don't think Michkov is going to be around, but he is the wild card because he's signed with Russia for 3 years. So I don't want him to come to Vancouver, but if he comes to 11, we got to draft him. He is going to be elite. He looks like he's going to be a superstar. I don't think he gets past Washington at 8. He might even go earlier than that. Now, because I think he's going to be off the board, all these players I would be, if we're going winger, these are the guys I would love to take, especially if we moved back and landed any one of these guys and got a second round pick out of the deal. I'd be very happy with them. Barlow and Benson, I can't decide which one I like better. Benson's smaller, but he had a boatload of points. Let me just check out how many points he had last year. Like, it's insane how many Benson had last year. Where is his stats? Okay, 60 games played, 98 points, 36 goals. Are you kidding me right now? That's insane. Barlow was awesome. He's bigger. He's 6 foot, 193 pounds, 59 games, 46 goals, 79 points. This kid is a scorer. Didn't play a lot of games compared to some of these other guys, but I mean, Leonard, look at this, 190 pounds, 57 games, 94 points. If we could land Leonard, oh man, I would be so pumped. 51 goals. But the kid that I really like, and he's the local boy, he's from Vancouver Island, and I'm going to do a video specifically on him. I would love to get Matthew Wood. Super nice young man, skilled. He's rising up draft boards. He's around, I don't know, it's interesting. Depends what list you see, but he's as low as like 9 and as far as like 19. So it's hard to figure out, but I would love to see him come to Vancouver as well. So this is the thing. I would absolutely be happy with almost everyone on this list, except for like if those 2 centers, any 3 of these defensemen, and any of these forwards. I would actually be quite pumped to have. My question is, what do you think? I would love for you to put in the comments what you want the Canucks to draft position-wise and player-wise. Which players are you hoping we land? And then please don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's watch this draft. Let's see what happens. If we trade back, that would be exciting too. But I'm really excited about what we're going to get at 11. Hope you have a great day. And of course, always go Canucks, go.